Today's deep dive.
Yeah.
We are exploring an article by Aries Chan. It is called The OCR Advantage Beyond the Typing Pool. And our mission today is to figure out how you can, escape that mechanical daily grind and transform from just a manual typist into a strategic process designer.
Yeah, and to understand that transformation, we really have to look at a classic, maybe kind of outdated office rite of passage. I mean, picture walking into work and finding this towering, intimidating stack of printed paper just sitting directly in the middle of your desk.
Oh man, that is the absolute worst.
Right, it is literally a physical monument to the next 6 hours of your life.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the article anchors this specific nightmare in a local provincial council in the Philippines, the Sangguniang Panlalobian, specifically their secretariat.
Right, yeah.
And a contractual staffer there is handed these huge stacks of printed ordinances and minutes. And the expectation is this 5 to 6 hour manual encoding endurance test. I mean, it is like being told to dig a swimming pool with a spoon.
That is a great analogy. And the problem with that manual endurance test isn't just the wasted time. Think about the cognitive mechanism of manual data entry.
Right. The brain drain.
Exactly. Your brain is constantly shifting focus back and forth between a physical page and a digital screen. You are processing information letter by letter, word by word.
Which has to be exhausting.
Oh, totally. That cognitive friction completely drains your focus. And the moment your focus drops, well, that is when human error slips in.
So instead of using the spoon, this staffer actually changes the game. They bring in optical character recognition or OCR software. And, this isn't just taking a digital photograph.
No, not at all.
The software actively analyzes the shapes and patterns of the ink on the page. Then it translates those visual patterns into editable digital text. So that 6-hour typing slog is slashed down to just 1 hour of scanning.
What is fascinating here is how that shift in methodology fundamentally alters the human's role. Because the software takes over the spoon digging, you are no longer just a machine performing repetition.
Right, you're basically forced into high-level analysis.
Exactly. Which is absolutely necessary because pattern recognition software isn't perfect. I mean, it might misread an O as a 0 or miss a smudged comma.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the tech always has some blind spots.
Right. And Aries Chan calls this the beyond the lens value. So the software delivers the speed, but the human guarantees the accuracy.
Got it.
The worker has to step in and perform a meticulous review. They are cross-checking names, verifying dates, and validating legal citations to ensure the final document is truly capital ready, as they say.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, and I have to push back on the reality of this. If you are a contractual worker,
Right.
and you just automated 80% of your daily task,
Yeah,
wait, aren't you essentially writing yourself out of a job?
it definitely seems like it.
Yeah, like why would management keep you around if your work is basically done by Tuesday?
Well, that is the immediate fear with any automation. But the article argues the exact opposite outcome. Doing this actually proves leadership.
Wait, how so?
It all comes down to what you do with those reclaimed hours. So instead of just sitting back or waiting to be laid off, this worker reinvested their newfound capacity.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they started organizing digital archives and assisting with higher value committee assignments.
So they didn't just survive the paper pile, they actually redesigned the entire workflow.
Exactly. They audited the mechanical steps, mastered the software cleanup, and elevated their whole role. Even without permanent status, anticipating the organization's needs like that shows incredible foresight. You stop being a typist and become a process designer.
Wow. So what does this all mean for you listening? It is a clear signal to audit your own workflows. Knowing how to leverage modern digital tools isn't some extra credit skill for your resume anymore.
No, definitely not.
It is a baseline core competence.
Yeah, if you catch yourself doing something purely mechanical, you really need to ask if there is a smarter or faster way to execute it. You want to free up your brain for the analytical work that actually moves the needle.
Right. So think back to that soul-crushing stack of papers on the desk. If a software update instantly automated every repetitive mechanical task in your job tomorrow, what uniquely human strategic value would you have left to offer your team?